Boone, you guys had such a strong second period. How different could that game have been had you guys gotten the first goal instead of giving up the first goal?
Yeah, big time. Obviously, we felt we put a lot of good minutes in the first and second. Weren't able to get one by them, and obviously that's up to us to stay with it, stay patient. It's going to come, and if we keep playing like that. But got away from us there in the third. We just gave them too many chances, and they were able to get a cushion on the lead.
What changed there in the early parts of the third period rather?
I think we just, obviously went off the draw, and then, breakaway after that, just, not staying above them and, giving them opportunities to get those chances, and, they're going to make you pay. So, put a lot of good minutes, like I said, but, we got to find a way to score a goal.
I'm sorry if you've already answered, but you guys have had a couple games like this where you've come out, played really well for the periods, just didn't get a goal. How tough is that, to just not get rewarded, and then, the other team just invariably takes the lead on you?
Yeah, it's tough. Obviously, it's, focused to go out there and score the first goal and use that momentum. And, we had our chances tonight, and it didn't go. And, we obviously want a couple of those looks back, and, we got to take it upon ourselves to bury that and find different ways to create chances and create that, first goal or scoring chances for ourselves. At times we're working hard and getting the looks, and, we just got to, find different ways to get in there, or if it's rebounds, traffic, and, just find ways to give ourselves chances to get on the board.
It seemed like you guys were making a bit of a push at 3-1. How tough is the timing of that major penalty, and how much do you feel for Olivier sitting in the box through that?
Yeah, obviously, we didn't, agree with the call, I guess, and it's tough with just 7.5 minutes left to be shorthanded for 5 of them. So, he just went to go finish his check, and, it's unfortunate. So, that's all I'll say on that. It's just, we didn't think, that should happen.
And that game, especially the first two periods, was played with such tremendous pace. How do you feel you guys handled that pace? It looked like you were very comfortable with it.
No, yeah, I think we know we're a fast team too, and we knew what they kind of played like coming in, and we knew they were going to be fast, and I think we handled it well for the majority of that hockey game.
It seemed like you were creating a lot of opportunities off those rush opportunities, those rush chances as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think we did a good job of getting pucks going that way quick. Don't let them get set up in their neutral zone, and I think we did a pretty good job of that throughout the game.
Second period, I think you were playing maybe better hockey than they were. How much of a different game would it have been had you scored that first goal rather than they got the first one?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, especially they got a goal late there in the second when we were really pushing. But, that's hockey. We have to be able to come out in the third and be a resilient group and go out there and get that next one.
And on your goal, did you have time? It looked like it was a pretty bang play. Did you have time to pick where you were going with that?
Not really. I think it was more, I kind of had body position on the guy. I knew if I wanted to keep it, I kind of had to fade to the right side. And once I caught it, I kind of, it's kind of an easy shot for a lefty to get it going back that way. And, was able to get it up over his glove.
Yeah. How tough is that call on Olivier, and how difficult do you think it must have been for him to sit there as the game kind of gets out of reach?
Oh yeah, that's it's not a good feeling, especially in that close of a hockey game. Especially when we're pushing.
Yep.
It's tough. It's kind of hard to get going, and kill off 5 minutes.
Sure.
And if you kill off that 5 minutes, you have 2 minutes left to score 2 goals. So it's it's a tough situation, and there's not much he can do about it. I'm not going to comment on it or anything, but yeah.
Does that situation, combined with the fact that the rest of this game for 40 minutes was, nail biter tough, does that make it even more frustrating that it ends up 5-1? It doesn't seem like it's not a 5-1 game.
No, yeah, it's definitely that part of it's frustrating. I think going into the third, that was a very winnable hockey game, and they come out and get too quick on us, and then it ends up 5-1. That's definitely frustrating. Yeah.
The first part of that game, you had a ton of scoring chances, a ton of opportunities. Is this a tip your cap to the goalie night, or do you think you could?
Their goalie was great.
Yeah,
he was great. Some of the saves we were like, "What the heck?" Like, how did he do that? Like, We hit 3 posts. We just went over it. I'd argue that it wasn't just the first part of the game. It was, till what happened at the end. I don't want to say we were better, we were, what have you, but we had no business. That's not a 5-1 hockey game. It was such a great game. Like, it really was. Like, we come in after the first period and we're just like, man, this is fast. It's great. Guys are playing hard. Just stay out of the bloody thing. Let the players freaking figure it out. And they're not allowed to do that because of what happened. So it's frustrating as hell.
You're making a push, even down 3-1, you're making a push at that point.
100%.
Yeah, that, for the call, I mean, do you see contact with the elbow and the chin?
No, we don't. We don't. Guy gets hit. First, he stops, jumps out of the way. We're just going to finish the check. Arms are in, finishing the check. There's no chicken wing. His head hits the glass. He gets hit on this side. He holds this side of his face. Plays the very next shift. He plays hockey for a 5-minute major. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I just don't. And I'm talking to some very intelligent hockey people that just don't understand what that call was. There's no intent. It's baffling. So, yeah, is it frustrating? Yeah, we get 3-1 game. We can talk about Ronnie's goal. Like, is that a distinct kicking motion? Like, or is he stopping? And I don't know. It's frustrating because it just seems like it's frustrating.
Yeah. And you don't talk to players individually maybe after games necessarily, but do you with Olivier after this? Just because that could not have been easy sitting in the box and watching the two go in.
All he knows, he's finishing a check on a guy that jumps the hell out of the way and might hit his head on the glass. There's no intent for a headshot. There's no elbow to the face. It's like he knows what he's doing. He's finishing his check. That's all he's doing. And it's so no, I don't got to talk to him. He did the right thing.
I meant just to say, hang in there.
No, Ollie's mature. Ollie's going to finish his checks, and I hope he hits as hard as he can every single opportunity.
What you alluded to earlier, obviously, though, is especially the first 2 periods, 2.5 periods. You guys played the way you wanted to play.
Yeah.
How much of that can you take out of this game against a team that was playing, obviously very good coming into the game as well?
We'll take a ton of positivity out of this hockey game. Obviously, we're not going to talk to the guys about anything that happened that's out of our control. I talk to you guys because I have to. The players know how hard they played. They know how well they played. And they know they just need to keep doing that. We'll get rewarded.